What if I told you that one of Saturn's moons might be hiding alien life? Right now, scientists have found something shocking beneath the icy crust of Enceladus, a vast ocean spewing geysers of water into space. And within that water, organic molecules, the building blocks of life. NASA and the European Space Agency are now racing to send new missions that could prove we're not alone. But here's the real question. If life does exist there, what would it look like? And could this tiny moon hold the key to solving one of humanity's greatest mysteries? Stay tuned, because what you're about to learn might change the way you see the universe forever. Saturn, one of the most breathtaking planets in our solar system, is more than just a ringed giant. It's a world of its own, surrounded by a collection of over 80 known moons, but among them, a few stand out as some of the most promising places to look for life beyond Earth. Why? Because they hold conditions that might just be right for something extraordinary. Some of these moons are not just frozen wastelands drifting through space. Beneath their icy surfaces, there may be vast oceans of liquid water, hidden worlds, teeming with potential. Some even have active geological processes, releasing energy and chemicals that could sustain life as we know it, or perhaps life as we don't. What makes these moons so special? Could we really be on the verge of discovering alien organisms in our own solar system? Imagine looking up at Saturn in the night sky, not just as a beautiful distant planet, but as a place where alien ecosystems might exist, tucked away beneath layers of ice. The idea seems like something out of science fiction, but with every new discovery, it feels more real. What secrets are waiting to be uncovered beneath the frozen shells of these mysterious worlds? And more importantly, if we were to find life, even microscopic life, what would it mean for our understanding of the universe and our place in it? To answer these questions, we must take a closer look at the fascinating moons of Saturn. The clues are out there, and we may be closer than ever to solving one of the greatest mysteries of all time. For years, Mars has been the poster child for the search for alien life. But what if the answer isn't on a rocky planet at all? What if the secret to life's existence is hidden beneath thick layers of ice on some of the most mysterious moons in our solar system? Scientists have turned their attention to three fascinating worlds: Enceladus, Titan, and Europa. While Europa belongs to Jupiter, it shares key similarities with Saturn's moons and helps us understand why these icy worlds are so compelling. Enceladus, a small but active moon orbiting Saturn, is one of the most promising places to search for extraterrestrial life. At first glance, it appears to be just another frozen world, but beneath its icy crust lies a vast global ocean. We know this because Enceladus isn't silent. It speaks through massive plumes of water vapor that shoot into space from cracks in its surface. These geysers contain organic molecules, the essential building blocks of life. Not only does Enceladus have liquid water, but it also has a source of energy from hydrothermal vents deep below, similar to the ones on Earth that support life in the darkest depths of our oceans. If life can thrive here on Earth without sunlight, why not on Enceladus? Then there's Titan, the largest of Saturn's moons and the only place in the solar system, besides Earth, known to have stable liquid lakes on its surface. But there's a catch. These lakes aren't made of water. Instead, they are filled with liquid methane and ethane, creating a bizarre alien landscape. Titan's thick atmosphere is rich in complex organic molecules, and some scientists believe that life could have adapted to survive in its unique chemical environment. Could there be exotic organisms that use methane instead of water to sustain themselves? If so, Titan could redefine everything we thought we knew about biology. And while Europa isn't a moon of Saturn. It deserves mention because it reinforces why icy moons are such exciting targets in the search for life. Like Enceladus, Europa has a subsurface ocean beneath its frozen exterior, possibly holding twice as much water as all of Earth's oceans combined. With liquid water, organic compounds, and geothermal activity, Europa adds weight to the idea that ocean worlds, rather than rocky planets like Mars, might be where life is most likely to exist. The deeper we look into these frozen worlds, the more they challenge our assumptions about what makes a planet or moon habitable. Could alien life already be swimming beneath the icy shells of these distant moons? If so, how will we find it? To answer that, we need to look at the cutting-edge missions designed to uncover their secrets. In 2005, something astonishing was discovered at Saturn's small, icy moon Enceladus. NASA's Cassini spacecraft, while orbiting the planet, spotted towering plumes of water erupting from the moon's south pole, jets of vapor shooting into space like cosmic geysers. This was more than just a spectacular sight. It was a clue, a sign that something incredible was hidden beneath the frozen surface of this tiny world. As Cassini flew through these plumes, it analyzed their chemical makeup, and what it found stunned scientists. The jets weren't just water. They contained hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and a cocktail of organic molecules. The very same ingredients that life on Earth depends on. Even more exciting, the presence of hydrogen hinted at hydrothermal activity deep in Enceladus's subsurface ocean. On Earth, hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor provide heat and nutrients to entire ecosystems, supporting strange and resilient life forms without any sunlight. Could the same thing be happening on Enceladus? Could something be swimming in those dark alien waters right now? The idea isn't as far-fetched as it once seemed. Every time we've found liquid water and energy on Earth, we've found life, whether in deep-sea trenches, boiling volcanic springs, or the icy lakes of Antarctica. Enceladus has both, and thanks to its constant geyser activity, we don't even have to drill through its ice to search for signs of life. The plumes act as a natural sampling system, spraying potential evidence directly into space, waiting for a passing spacecraft to collect it. Scientists believe that if microbial life exists in Enceladus's ocean, it could be detectable with the right instruments. Future missions are being designed to fly through these geysers again, this time with even more advanced technology to look for direct biosignatures, molecules or structures that could only be produced by living organisms. If we find them, it would be one of the most profound discoveries in human history. Proof that life isn't unique to Earth. So what are the chances that something, however small, lurks beneath Enceladus's frozen crust? And if life can exist in the cold, dark depths of this tiny moon, where else might it be hiding in the universe? Titan is like no other moon in the solar system. It's eerie, massive, and strangely familiar, yet completely alien. Unlike most moons, which are airless and barren, Titan has a thick, hazy atmosphere, rich in nitrogen, just like Earth's. In fact, scientists believe Titan's atmosphere might resemble what Earth's looked like billions of years ago, before life took hold. But that's where the similarities end. Because on Titan, water doesn't flow in rivers or collect in oceans. Instead, this frigid world has something even more bizarre: seas of liquid methane and ethane. Imagine standing on Titan's surface. The sky above you is an orange haze, the air thick and cold enough to freeze a human solid. Around you, vast lakes stretch to the horizon, but they're not filled with water. These lakes are made of methane, a substance that exists as a gas on Earth, but, in Titan's extreme cold, behaves like a liquid. Rain falls from the clouds, But instead of refreshing water droplets, it's liquid hydrocarbons slowly shaping the alien landscape. It's an environment so different from our own that scientists have wondered, could life exist here in a completely new and unfamiliar way? On Earth, all known life is based on water. Cells need it to function, and it acts as the foundation for every biological process we know. But what if life didn't need water? What if some alien organisms could use liquid methane instead, adapting to a chemistry so foreign that we might not even recognize it as life? This isn't just speculation. Some researchers have proposed that Titan's unique environment could support exotic, methane-based microbes using chemical reactions completely unlike anything we've seen on Earth. If such life exists, it would challenge everything we thought we knew about biology and expand our understanding of what's possible in the universe. Titan is a world of mysteries, and future missions will aim to uncover its secrets. NASA's upcoming Dragonfly mission, a drone-like lander, will explore Titan's surface, searching for the complex chemistry that could hint at alien life. If we find even the faintest signs that something has adapted to this strange, liquid methane world, it would prove that life is far more adaptable than we ever imagined. But if life can exist in such an extreme and unfamiliar form, what other strange creatures might be lurking in the depths of space? On planets and moons we haven't even begun to explore? When we talk about looking for alien life, what exactly are we hoping to find? Most people imagine something dramatic: little green men, strange sea creatures, or complex alien plants. But the truth is, the first life we discover beyond Earth will likely be microscopic, something more akin to bacteria than to intelligent beings. And to find it, we need to think beyond earthly definitions of life. So far, every living thing we know of depends on water. On Earth, water is the universal solvent. It allows chemical reactions to happen, carries nutrients, and forms the basis of all biology. That's why astrobiologists focus so much on finding liquid water when searching for life beyond Earth. Moons like Enceladus and Europa fit this model perfectly, with their vast hidden oceans, organic molecules, and energy sources. If life can exist in the deep, sunless waters of Earth's ocean trenches, where heat and minerals seep from hydrothermal vents, why not in the warm, mineral-rich waters beneath Enceladus's icy shell? But what if life can exist in an entirely different way? Titan challenges everything we assume about habitability. Its lakes of liquid methane and ethane could be a completely alien kind of environment for life to evolve in. On Earth, nothing survives without water. But what if, on Titan, life has adapted to thrive in methane instead? It might use an entirely different chemistry, one that we wouldn't even recognize at first glance. The idea isn't just science fiction. Scientists have already modeled the possibility of methane-based cells that could function in Titan's extreme cold. If such life exists, it would mean that life isn't just a rare accident of Earth-like conditions. It's something that can emerge under completely different rules. To understand what's possible, we don't need to look to other planets. We just need to look at Earth's most extreme environments. Life has been found in boiling hot springs, in the frozen lakes of Antarctica, deep within the crust of our planet, and in the crushing darkness of the deep sea. There are bacteria that can survive in acid, in radiation, even inside rocks. Some can even breathe metals instead of oxygen. If life can adapt to such extremes here, why couldn't it survive in the alien environments of Saturn's moons? That's the big question. What if life isn't as rare as we think? What if it's just waiting for us to find it? For decades, we've been searching for signs of life beyond Earth, and Saturn's moons have been at the center of some of the most exciting discoveries. The Cassini spacecraft, which spent 13 years orbiting Saturn, completely changed our understanding of the planet and its moons. It was Cassini that first spotted the water plumes of Enceladus, revealing that a hidden ocean was spewing material into space. It also studied Titan's thick atmosphere in detail, confirming the presence of vast methane lakes. And then there was the Huygens lander, which in 2005 became the first probe to touch down on Titan's surface, sending back images of an alien world shaped by rivers, rain, and lakes, not of water, but of liquid hydrocarbons. These missions gave us the first hints that Saturn's moons might not be dead, barren worlds, but places where life could exist. But those discoveries were only the beginning. Now, scientists want to go back, not just to observe, but to search for direct evidence of life. One of the most exciting upcoming missions is NASA's Dragonfly, a drone-like lander set to explore Titan in the 2030s. Unlike a typical rover, Dragonfly will be able to fly across Titan's landscape, hopping from one location to another, analyzing the moon's chemistry, and searching for the building blocks of life. If anything has adapted to survive in Titan's exotic methane lakes, Dragonfly could be the mission to find it. Then there's Enceladus, which has intrigued scientists ever since Cassini flew through its water plumes. Some researchers have proposed sending a spacecraft designed specifically to fly through these geysers again, this time with instruments capable of detecting complex biological molecules or even direct signs of microbial life. Others have imagined an even more ambitious mission, a robotic submarine that could one day melt through Enceladus's icy crust and explore the ocean beneath, searching for alien life in its darkest depths. These missions could answer one of the most profound questions in human history. Are we alone? Imagine the moment when, for the first time, we receive confirmation that life exists beyond Earth. Not in a distant galaxy, but right here, on a moon orbiting Saturn. Would it be simple microbes, thriving in alien waters? Could we one day find evidence of something even more complex? If life can exist in these hidden oceans, it means life could be common throughout the universe. And if that's true, then what other strange and wonderful creatures might be out there, waiting for us to find them? If we were to find life on one of Saturn's moons, it would change everything. The discovery of even the simplest alien microbes, living, reproducing, and evolving in an environment completely separate from Earth, would mean that life isn't a rare accident. It would mean that life is a fundamental part of the universe, something that emerges whenever the right conditions exist. And if it can happen twice in our own solar system, then how many other places might it have happened? Across the cosmos? A second genesis, life that originated completely independent of Earth, would revolutionize science, philosophy, and even religion. For centuries, humans have seen themselves as unique, the only known form of life in an otherwise empty universe. But if we discover that life can thrive in the hidden oceans of Enceladus or the methane lakes of Titan, then suddenly the universe becomes a much more crowded and mysterious place. It wouldn't just be about the possibility of microbes. It would raise the question of what else might be out there. Could life be common among the billions of planets and moons in the Milky Way? If microbes can survive on Enceladus, could something more complex exist on another distant world, evolving over millions or billions of years? Such a discovery wouldn't just reshape how we see the universe, it would redefine how we see ourselves. Are we just one of many forms of life scattered across space, waiting to be found? Or are we part of something even greater, a vast cosmic ecosystem that has existed long before us and will continue long after? The search for life on Saturn's moons isn't just about answering a scientific question. It's about confronting one of the deepest mysteries of existence. Right now, beneath layers of ice and mystery, something incredible might be waiting. A discovery that could prove that life is not an anomaly, but a rule of nature. What if our greatest discovery is just beyond Saturn's rings, hidden in an ocean we have yet to explore? And what if, in the near future, we finally get the answer we've been searching for?